Welcome to Tibalt's Apprentice. This game is rigged, and I know it is because I'm the one rigging it. So anyhow, here's what's going on. We're going to use Thunderous Debut to its absolute best effect. We're going to use fight rigging first of all. First of all, we're going to have to, well, first. First, we're going to need 3 lands. When we have 3 lands out, we're going to put down fight rigging. And then hopefully next turn, we're going to do some shenanigans. So maybe we'll wait 4 turns, because I probably should have played a land that didn't come into play tapped. The next thing we're going to do is fight rigging, dropping this on the board, putting that Thunderous Debut underneath there, and hope to get out something like Atraxa or Titan of Industry. Since we don't have that option right now, we're going to build up Sheoldred. Sheoldred is kind of like a secondary win condition, something to draw fire for them maybe, I don't know. But when we get this heavy on board, we're going to add a counter to him. We're going to bargain away the fight rigging, which is going to put it on the board for us right away. And, well, I barely have time to give you the explanation before they've quit the game. We're going to play 3 games here. If you'll notice up in the upper right-hand corner somewhere along the line, you'll see that it took a while for me to get this deck working well for me. It was net decked from somebody else. I'll try to be sure to include that in the notes. But with a few tweaks, I finally got this working for me so that it feels about right. I hate having to put those tap lands down, but they will come back to save me later, I'm sure. Third turn, we get that fight rig down if we can. Thunderous Debut goes right underneath it. You're not going to get it every time, but if you can, good times. All right, I'll have to put up with this, whatever this is. And, all right, let's see where we're at now. Going to take a little bit of damage. And we'll put this down. Go ahead and cast that, bargaining away. Again, this time we'll go for a Titan and a Atraxa. And since we could do 2, let's do this. And, wow. This is barely worth showing you, isn't it? I mean, it seems to be working so well. To be fair, it did not work this well for me the first times that I played it. So, yeah, let's stop here for a second. We are testing some new equipment here, so want to make sure that everything is working as smoothly as it possibly can so we can bring you yet another high-quality Tibalt's Apprentice. I almost said Vices and Terrible. That would be that would be something, wouldn't it? All right, so whoops, where are we at here? All right, that I guess we had time for a commercial then. We're going to do another one of these, and we will end this with a bonus game. It will be a different deck, but that's me just showing off. All right, we're going to go ahead and put out our tapped lands to start with. This isn't a great start. I see too many big creatures in my hand. I don't like having that Titan. I don't like that Thunderous Debut. But that's okay. We'll have backup. Let's see what we're up against. There's turn 3, fight rigging. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. A lot of times we will get something smaller that we have to put on there, but most of the time, I flip and hate battles. So this is going to be a little bit longer and more dragged out. Let's drop this. And I had mentioned earlier that Sheoldred is in there just because, well, Sheoldred is a good solid card. No matter what deck you have, if it's a black deck, Sheoldred can go in it. Or you could say goodbye to Sheoldred because of the ley line. Or they could take the fight rigging and destroy whatever's underneath it. Well, that's fine too. All right, so we're going to let Sheoldred do a little bit of work for us passively. I've got another fight rigging in my hand, and I have another Sheoldred if I need it. There's another Invasion of Zendikar. All right, little passive life gain. Let's drop this. Let's try that fight rigging again, see if we have something good to put underneath there. We do. Now we just have to worry about them ley lining it again. But, well, as if on cue, I'm not sure if we're going to come back. Well, you don't always see winning games here. So, what else can we do? We can let them take damage that I hadn't even noticed until now. They are down to 5. There's me being a spoil sport, and they sunfall everything out of existence. Well, at least they're down to 1. So, Sheoldred, and I believe that's game. Sweet. All right, that wasn't as painful. There was no need for me to be salty like that. Anyhow, this is the deck. It's relatively straightforward. It is standard legal, and it can be a lot of fun. You could easily upgrade this to historic if you wanted to, but play it in standard a little bit. Get a feel for it. Don't assume you're going to get as lucky as I did and win all those games back to back just because you played this deck. Understand that there is a certain amount of luck involved. But we're going to go down to a bonus game. Recently, I put up a life gain deck. Is it life gain? Well, it's kind of life gain, but kind of not. It's the School of Hard Locks deck, actually. So I've been practicing with that, getting ready for some other stuff coming up here soon. I've had to add a sideboard to this, which has been exciting for me because I generally don't play sideboards. So with the help of my wife, I was easily able to put one together. I don't know how easy it was. It took probably 15 minutes, but that was pulling teeth and asking lots of questions. But she gave me good ideas, and I have that. For this deck, this, however, is merely an example of what happens when you're up against life gain. You have to be able to cast your enchantments fast. I shudder when I'm up against red and blue, but up against life gain, I'm not as concerned. Now, the board can still get wiped and kill everything, but I went ahead and played this hoping that I could draw a card and gain life. That incidental life gain should be enough to keep me around. But up against Angels and them taking out my Solemnity early, bad for me. Luckily, they are committed to the idea of life gain and Angels, so I will put out another Solemnity, just to be sure. Hoping that they don't get anything that takes it away, and hoping that they don't do 17 points of damage in this single turn, because that is something you are vulnerable to. But with luck, I'm down to 3, and I already have the Phyrexian Unlife in my hand, so I guess I better get that on board. Hope that they don't have some kind of removal. Even if they do, I am at 5 life. One big hit from them will take me to 0 and no further that turn. But since they have such a wide board state, they're going for everything. They're going for every single point that they can get. I do not have my Exquisite Blood or Sanguine Blood, so that's not good. But there's my big hit, puts me down below 0 life. But you know what? That doesn't matter because Solemnity's on the board. So they're up to 250. Okay, what's the worst that could happen? Let's play this first and get some extra card draw. All right, we'll make sure that it's black so that we can put down our black enchantments easily. Draw another card. And I can't pay, so I might as well put that down. If I could pay life, I could put it down, but I can't go into negative life. And there's the phone. So we're going to have to stop for a second. With the help of my wife, I'm going to resume now. So, another big hit. Leaves me at 50. Negative 50, that is. But meanwhile, they are up to 278. How far can they go? Let's find out. All right, I will speed this up so it's a little less painful to watch, rather. 310, 338. What's the big number? 366? Nope, it's still going. Make that 394. Oh my gosh, even higher, 422. All right. Well, I could. Let's put this down so I can draw a card. I'm only going to keep one, doesn't matter. I could have cast the Approach of the Second Sun, but I'm sure people are bored with that. And that's not really what this deck is designed to do. What this deck is designed to do is see that I come back from negative 47. Negative 47 to there, 490. Make that 519. Make that 548. Holy crap. Let's drop this so we draw more cards. You have to be careful not to deck yourself with this. And with that, I want to say this is it. This is the end. I win, except we're going to find that I need to do one more thing. I've got to actually cast the spell with both of those on board before I start gaining life. So they're at 548. I'm at negative 45. They are at a crap ton of life. I think that's a scientific term when they get over 500. Good game. I clearly have it because they do not have a board wipe. So with them being at, wait, not 604, make that 633, make that, nope, 662, make that 720. My turn, drop it, and we're going to speed it up from here because the game is all over. There we go. They're not even going to let it drop all the way down to 700 and something because they know it's over. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more deck techs, more combos, and more arena gameplay, and a couple of other special things coming up. I don't want to talk about them until they're actually in the can, but thank you to those of you that have joined me as new subscribers. Thank you for those that have returned and for all the positive comments. Look forward to talking to you and seeing you on the interwebs.